Hi guys, I'm back again for card number 2 of my spring card series, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to use this Studio Calico stamp. It's from an add-on kit a while back. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I'm going to be embossing it, so I'm using this Versamark ink pad. You don't have to have Versamark. If you have like a chalk ink or something that doesn't dry really quickly, you can use that, but I prefer Versamark. So I'm just going to leave my stamp there and put my paper over the top. That helps me to make sure I get it lined up properly, and I'm just burnishing that down to make sure I get all of it down. And you'll see that it's a little bit pink there, but that's okay because I'm using white embossing powder. It was just pink because I had some extra ink left on the stamp, so no big deal there. And you could use a colored ink if you wanted to. That would look really cool too, but for this one I want white to stand out. Okay, so I'm just going to heat emboss this with my heat tool. Just speed this up. It takes a lot longer than that to melt the embossing powder, but it's all done now, and there we have that. So now I'm going to take out my watercolors. And springtime always, you bring out all these colors and stuff, so I wanted to do a rainbow of colors, but rather than do red for the top of the rainbow, I figured I'd do pink. It's just a little more springy to me, so I'm just gonna go with this really pretty pink color and just paint it on. Now this paper is just some paper tray ink cardstock. It's not watercolor paper, so it's really not meant to be wet a whole lot, so I'm dabbing it off with a paper towel after I paint it, just to make sure that my paper doesn't warp or peel or anything like that. So there's that. Then I'm gonna go on to the orange, and I'm a little bit off the camera here, but I'm getting my orange paint. And I'm just gonna go down the line in a rainbow. So I don't want this to be, I don't want to have like straight lines, very, clean or anything like that. I want it to be very watercolory, and I want the colors to kind of blend into each other. And so I'm being very messy with it, especially at the bottom and the tops. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with yellow, and I wanted kind of in between those two colors, so I went ahead and mixed them, and it came out really nice. So there's the yellow, and I've noticed that as I go down, I notice that I'm really not leaving myself enough room for all the colors. So my sections do get a little bit smaller, but that's okay with me. It doesn't really bother me to have that inconsistency of the sizes of the colors. So now I'm going to go in with my green, and I got a little too much water and not enough paint there, but it's totally fine. So have a little section of green. Want to make sure I have enough of my blue in there, because you all know I love blue. So here we are, and I wanted kind of a teal blue, so I'm mixing these two colors up, and I put it down, and I thought, I love that color, it's gorgeous. But when I dabbed it off, it got quite a bit lighter. So, but it's still a nice color, so I just left it like that. So there is the front panel of my card. I'm just going to kind of bend the sides down. It did get a little bit warped with the embossing and the watercoloring, so just going to kind of straighten it out a little bit more. And then I'm just going to put this on a white card base that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's just a tad larger. And then all I'm going to do is take this Studio Calico wood veneer. It says "Hello Dear," and put that on with some glossy accents, and I'm going to call it good. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!